Good morning. This is Rich from Rich TV Live, and I have some breaking news from Dlta Resources. Dlta Resources receives first 100,000 cash payment from Yorkton Ventures. This is the breaking news. This is Dlta Resources here in Canada. Dlta, Dlta Resources at 39.5 cents. You can see it was down 10% yesterday, so it might be signaling a buying opportunity. And let's just break down this news. Dlta Resources, DLTA in Canada, Golhf in America, G601 in Frankfurt, Germany, is pleased to announce it has received the first cash payment of $100,000 for the sale of the Bellechasse-Timmins Gold Deposit in southeastern Quebec, Canada. In addition to the TSX Venture Exchange has accepted for filing documentation an asset purchase agreement, otherwise known as the agreement, between the Yorkton Ventures affiliate 9412-1068 Quebec Inc., otherwise known as the purchaser, and Dlta Resources Limited, the vendor, dated July 3rd, 2020. Pursuant to the terms of the agreement, the purchaser will acquire 100% of the Bellechasse-Timmins project located in Quebec from the vendor for a total cash consideration of $1.7 million. The purchaser will also commit to paying Dlta Resources a royalty of 1% NSR net smelter return on any and all commercial production of gold. The purchaser may repurchase 0.5% of the NSR for $1 million at a time. This is big news. This is breaking news. This news is literally just breaking off the premises about Dlta Resources Limited. Dlta Resources Limited is a Canadian mineral exploration company focused on growing shareholder value through the acquisition of high potential gold and base metal projects in Canada, exploring these projects with state-of-the-art methods and potentially developing these projects into mines. Dlta is currently exploring a Eureka gold discovery in the Thunder Bay area, Dlta-1, and its Dlta-2 Gold-Polymetallic property in the Chibougamau mining district of Quebec. Dlta also owns a 100% interest in the Bellechasse-Timmins Gold Deposit in southeastern Quebec. On July 3rd, 2020, Dlta announced the sale of the Bellechasse-Timmins project. The company continues to focus on building upon its strong portfolio of mineral exploration properties with a high potential for economic discoveries in Canada. On behalf of the board of Dlta Resources Limited, President and CEO Andre Tsxv, we seek safe harbor, and if they go to the resources website right here, dltaresources.ca, you just click on that link. This is what the website looks like. Dlta Resources Limited. This is their website. I mean, this is a pretty new company here. As you can see, Dlta Resources Limited is a new Canadian mineral exploration company born at the end of June 2019. The company is focused on growing shareholder value through the acquisition of high potential gold and base metal projects in Canada, exploring these projects with state-of-the-art methods and potentially developing these projects into mines. Dlta is currently focused in exploring its high potential Dlta-1 Eureka and Dlta-2 projects, respectively in the Thunder Bay area of Ontario, in the Chibougamau mining camp of Quebec, while evaluating other projects in Canada deemed to have a strong potential for new discoveries. Dlta owns 100% interest in the Bellechasse-Timmins gold property and deposit located in the Bouch region of southeastern Quebec, Canada. The Bellechasse-Timmins deposit contains a 43-101 compliant gold resource of 171,000 ounces at an average grade of 1.83 grams per ton gold in the indicated category, and an additional 95,000 ounces at an average grade of 1.36 grams a ton gold in the inferred category. On July 3rd, 2020, Dlta announced the sale of the Bellechasse-Timmins project to Yorkton Ventures, Inc. for $1.7 million payable over a period of 15 months following signing. The non-dilutive influx of capital will be directed on advancing the Delta 1 and Delta 2 projects. Who is Delta Resources? 100% owned. Delta 1 gold project in Thunder Bay, Ontario. Delta 2 project, polymetallic project in Chibougamau, Quebec, and the Bellechasse-Timmins Gold Project located in southeastern Quebec. Experienced management and professional management with a proven track record of discovery and growth for shareholders. Excellent capital structure. Guys, I love this. You know I love tight floats. 29 million shares issued and outstanding. Love it. Canadian assets targeted and under evaluation for near-term acquisition and active exploration underway at the drilling stage. So they are looking to lead the way of mineral exploration industry through the acquisition, exploration, and development, including potential production of assets suitable for mining. So this is like literally the latest news that's just breaking right now. Let's go to the company fact sheet. Oops. Here's some of their key statistics. Golhf in America, we'll pull that out. Golhf. Market's about to open. Here we go. Let's watch the open, guys. Golhf is the symbol for Delta Resources in America. Golhf. And the symbol in Canada, Dlta. Delta Resources. Here it is, and the market's about to open, so let's see. Boom, there we go. Delta Resources is already up on the news, 1.27%. This is the way we want to start the morning. We want to start the morning with stocks going up. This is good. Delta Resources, nice and early, showing great start to the day. Golhf. Let's see if Golhf has any movement. Delta Resources, Golhf. There's Golhf right there. So we probably won't see any movement yet for a few minutes, for about at least 15 minutes on Golhf. And here in Canada, we see it up 1.27% so far, and traded 13,000 shares on the news here. That is just starting to trend about Delta Resources. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. How's everybody doing this morning? Oh, we got 40 people here watching us live. How you doing, Info Drew? How you doing, Skylar? How you doing, Jay? Good morning, Jay. What are my thoughts on Inovio? Took a look at the 1 month, 3 month, and 1 year charts. All show bull flags. I think Inovio, as a coronavirus stock right now is very interesting. I think there's a lot of upside. There's a lot of potential there. But you got to remember it's a stock that's really gone up a lot, and what goes up a lot could potentially come down a lot. So you just need to be careful about that, in my opinion. Wow, SUNW is really tearing it up this morning. Sunworks, SUNW, having a very good day. TNXP also up today so far. How about Tesla? Tesla up another 4%. It just can't be stopped. And look at Virgin Galactic Holdings. Everyone wants to go to outer space all of a sudden. Space is absolutely flying. Big move for space. NXO has just been screaming. I did a video on them yesterday, and they continue to climb today. This is good. And there it is. Very, very good food. I'm a big fan and bullish on Berry, and it's at 158 right now. And there's Dlta up 1.27% and at 40 cents on the news that I just broke to you guys today. That is just starting to trend. So one of the things that I really like about this company is the share structure. If you notice with me, I like companies with very tight share structures, and 29 million shares is really tight. You can see that they do have 39 million shares fully diluted. So that includes 3.7 million warrants, 80,000 warrants outstanding at 20 cents, 3.7 million warrants at 12 cents, another 5.5 million warrants at 30 cents, stock options outstanding at an average of 22 cents, 2.4 million. So fully diluted share structure and capital structure of 39 million shares. Really tight share structure. Really tight share structure. And if we go over to the performance over the last year, you can see that this stock has actually already come up quite a bit. You can see this stock has come up quite a bit, guys. I mean, from 5.5 cents, we've seen this go from 5.5 cents all the way to a high of 50 cents. So obviously it's come back down a little bit from the high of 50 cents right now where it is at 40 cents. But I think that is extremely bullish indicator. And that tells me that Dlta Resources is on the rise. And we love to get into companies that have upside potential, that are on the rise, that are undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed. And this might be another one that you might want to be able to put on your radar, put on your watch list, because from 5 cents to 40 cents and nobody even knows, right? To be honest with you, no one really knows about this stock. Haven't heard anyone talk about it before. Pretty sure I'm the very first one ever to talk about this stock that I've seen, Dlta Resources. So pretty excited to kind of watch the story unfold and really see them evolve as a company. There was some more information. I did some research and there was some more information. All right, let's go here. Now you can see these guys are 43101 compliant, which is like everything for a mining company, which means that a geologist has essentially agreed that you do have gold on that property. So if you have a 43101, that is like the gold standard for mining companies. Without a 43101, you're just a exploration company. But with a 43101, you're now considered a mining company because you're not just exploring, but you actually have minerals and deposits that geologists can actually say they believe are in the ground. And that is a huge, huge, huge game changer for mining companies. And these guys got that covered. So another reason why I really like this company is they have zero debt. So anytime you're talking about a company that has zero debt, that's something that I'm very interested in. So zero debt, tight share structure, story that's just getting started. To me, that's the type of story that we'd like to sink our teeth into. I know here our community loves winners, and I believe this has a chance to be a huge winner. Massive, massive winner. And zero debt, revenue generating, Dlta Resources Limited. Now, one of the things that makes them very, very special is that they are only 1.5 kilometers away from the historical Lemoyne mine. So it's their ability to be so close to the historical mine that really separates them from other resource companies that may or may not have something. These guys are so close to a historical mine that has previously proven to be a successful mine for deposits. So this is what some of the properties look like and some of the photos they have. All right. Corporate presentation. So this is Dlta Resources corporate presentation. Excellent capital structure with 29 million shares issued. Excellent opportunity to buy in on the ground floor of an emerging mineral exploration company. Experienced and highly technical management and board of directors with extensive expertise and proven track record of economic discoveries leading to shareholder value. Exploring the mining-friendly and political safe jurisdiction of Canada, where excellent potential for discoveries remain. Okay, we talked about that. Here's the share structure, which we talked about. You can see how the price has really come up from the bottom there. It's the board of directors. All right, and we're going to take a look at what else. Let's see here. These are their properties. What is the US ticker symbol? The US ticker symbol for Dlta Resources GOLHF. This is the ticker symbol for Dlta Resources in America, GOLHF. Oh, looks like it is gonna open up here any minute. So just looking at the charts and watching the market, just trying to see if we see any momentum here. So Dlta Resources so far has traded, let's see the volume, 47,000 shares at 40 cents, DLTA in Canada. Now, if we go to TMX Money, where I like to research Canadian companies, DLTA, Dlta Resources, DLTA. Look at some of their previous news. All right, we're going to scroll down. So traded 51,000 shares now at 40 cents, just up slightly. So this is the news that broke on June 4th. So here's the news that broke on June 4th. Delta Resources starts fieldwork at its Dlta 2 property in Chibougamau, Quebec. Dlta 2 has Dlta is pleased to announce that the fieldwork has started on its Dlta 2 property in Quebec. The objective of the fieldwork is to field-proof Dlta's new geological interpretation while following up on new geophysical targets, which stem from 220 square kilometers of new high-resolution VTEM and drone magnetic surveys in the property area. Drilling these anomalies is planned shortly after the fieldwork is completed. A field crew of 10, including geologists and prospectors, will be locating and proofing a minimum of 25 new conductors with excellent potential for volcanic massive sulfides, otherwise known as VMS. Mineralization similar to the Lemoyne mine, which is located 1.5 kilometers north of the property between 1975 and 1983. That is the historic Lemoyne mine. The extraordinary rich Lemoyne mine produced 757,585 tons of ore, grading 9.52%. And it breaks down all the percentages there. In addition, the exploration crew will also be field testing new zinc plutonic structures with potential for magnetic hydrothermal gold mineralization. Michael Chepdelaine, Vice President, Exploration of Dlta, commented as follows: "We're extremely excited to get going with our fieldwork at Dlta 2. We've assembled an excellent field crew and feel very optimistic that results will soon follow. The Dlta 2 project is located 35 kilometers southeast of the town of Chibougamau and covers over 146 square kilometers. In the southern portion of the project, there's excellent potential for magnetic hydrothermal gold mineralization associated with several early structures related to the emplacement of the La Duversier Pluton. These early structures are known to control 5 gold occurrences, including the R-14 gold prospect. In the northern portion of the property, the company believes that there is a high potential for gold-rich VMS deposits sitting on the same horizon that hosted the old Lemoyne mine. So this is some of the news that has been trending for Dlta Resources. So they've had a lot of news, guys, coming out like consistently. And they obviously just got their first $100,000 cash, which is great. So a company with no debt and money coming in. This is exactly what we're looking for when we're looking for businesses to invest in. Now you can see that they are up only 1% right now. So remember, when investing in anything, always do your own due diligence, always do your own research, always invest in the best is blessed. Don't just automatically invest in anything that we talk about here. Remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. You need to consult a financial advisor before you invest in anything that we talk about on our show. Now, looking at some of the stocks that are actually making moves today, SUNW making a big move, up 25% right now. TNXP up 12%. NXO, which I talked about yesterday, up 4% right now. OPK, which I've been speaking to earlier this week. PYR, which I speaking to earlier this week. Some of the stocks that are moving this morning. Tesla was up early, still up a little bit, but losing a little bit of steam. Wow, look at Novavax, NVAX now at $148. Unbelievable. Some stocks that I'm watching. There's Delta at 40 cents. So the US symbol right here, GOLHF, actually selling off a little bit here early. So we'll continue to watch it and see if that changes. So GOLHF in America. And what we'll do is we'll pull up the Canadian and the US symbol side by side and we'll just watch it. So there's the US symbol and then the Canadian symbol. Delta Resources here is the Canadian symbol and the US symbol GOLHF and the Canadian symbol DLTA. Skylar says, Rich, any suggestions on trading platforms? I'm in on the US and have the stocks you mentioned are not in Robinhood. I take it Robinhood sucks. Yeah, I would get TD Ameritrade if you want to get the stocks that we talk about, because Robinhood is only going to give you like the basic stocks that you can find pretty much anywhere. They're just going to give you standard stocks. So they're not going to give you anything special, no penny stocks, no early stage companies. They're just going to give you the companies that everyone's heard of before, because that's kind of what they trade. That's their standard style of business. And that's what works for them. Look at this, guys. Virgin Galactic Holdings is going bonkers. Virgin Galactic Holdings is absolutely screaming. And Delta just sitting at 40 cents right now. The news is circulating. Thoughts on THMG? I'm a big fan of THMG. I'm a shareholder. I'm just waiting for them to get going. Wow, Sona blew past $12. Oh my goodness. That's unbelievable what Sona's doing. Wow, Sona, look at this thing. This thing is ridiculous, guys. This is just like the gift that keeps on giving. The #1 stock in the world, gone from a penny to $12. Literally never seen anything like it in my life. This has been an absolute screamer, a winner of epic proportions. A winner of epic proportions. MLND. A lot of people have been asking me about MLND. I know it was moving pre-market yesterday. Yeah, it lost a lot of that steam. It was moving pre-market yesterday, but it lost a lot of that momentum. So the volume is just starting to grow here on Delta, the story just getting out, the news just getting out of the $100,000 payment, and it's just starting to circulate. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. This is my new pick that I'm really, really bullish on. Delta Resources just had some big news, and I wanted to bring it to your attention. I think there's enormous upside here. I think there's absolutely enormous potential here for Delta Resources. That's the news right here, right on their website. You guys can see it. Delta receives first 100,000 cash payment from Yorkton Ventures. This news is circulating. It's big news, and it is literally circulating everywhere. We're just going to watch this for a second here and see if we see any momentum. All right, so we're just watching this right now, waiting for some momentum, waiting for something to happen here in the market. Wow, Sona just keeps going, guys. Look at this. This thing just does not stop. It's crazy. So it's a very, very mixed day in the market right now. Gold is up, but overall the market is very mixed. So this is the big news. Delta Resources receives 100,000 cash payment from Yorkton Ventures. All right, guys, I'm going to continue to watch this story. If I see any other news or anything else breaking, I will let you know. Delta Resources with some big news. Dlta in Canada and GOL. GOLHF in America. You can see that's only traded 4,000 shares in America so far. Like literally just getting started. Nobody even knows this name in America yet. So I think it's one that you can get in early, put on your radar, put on your watch list. Now be careful. You want to try to get in the dips. You want to get as cheap as possible, like usual with anything. But this is one that I think has a lot of potential. Hey, Phil, you're like an NTAR today. I know they've been screaming since yesterday. And here they go again today. Another big move up for NTAR. Wow, big move for NTAR. So big move for NTAR this morning. And what else? Huge move for Space. Another big move for NXO, TNXP, Sona. Some of the big moves happening this morning. If there's anything else happening that needs to be brought to your attention, put it on your radar, put it on your watch list. I'll let you know first. This is Delta Resources. Big news just came out. Receives their first tranche of 100,000 cash payment from Yorkton Ventures. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring you the winners and we bring them to you first. Delta Resources Limited, DLTA in Canada, GOLHF in America is a big winner. Put it on your radar, put it on your watch list. Remember who brought you this pick first. When this pick explodes, remember who brought it to you first. A company with zero debt, a tight share structure, and money rolling in. Those are the companies that I love the most. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not winning, you're not watching. If you like this video, smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace. And if I see this move again or anything happen, anything big happen, I'll let you guys know first, okay?